So, what some of you may not know is that I play combo casters quite, well, not often, but they're my most enjoyable role to play. That and tanky type champions. But most of my favorite champions have been nerfed, like Tryndamere and Xin, so Malzahar is like my second favorite champion in the game, even before jungling. He is incredibly awesome, and I liked him, and where's my hipster glasses, before people even realized how awesome he was. In any case, I start off with boots. I move 9021, the standard caster masteries, and movement speed quints with magic pen red, mana regeneration yellow, and flat magic blues to fight other casters. In any case, I can last somewhat okay, but I haven't played Malzahar in a long time, so I may miss a few. In case my opponent is Kassadin, and for a little while I can, be a little aggressive with my laser poking. And I don't think he realized just how much damage my little mini can do to him, and already at level 2, the amount of damage exchanged is pretty brutal. At least to him. Me, we both use a potion, but I so far have the advantage. Udyr pops in and kinda does nothing, so I just keep going back to my farming. And I'm starting to miss a few last hits due to just being distracted. In any case though, I have superior movement speed right now. Feels cool, gliding all over the map. I like to max out E, then my Q with Malzahar, just FYI. And ouch, we get first blooded. In any case, Malzahar, what people don't know is I like using combo casts. I like pressing buttons. I pretty much go brain dead if I just have a right click champion. I know I've used champions like Master Yi and stuff, but those are exceptions. Master Yi, you have to click around with the mouse. In any case, I have casted into his tower. My mana's near full, and I'm just gonna apply pressure. I want to get to level 6 as quickly as possible. Though versus Kassadin, like most casters, even Malzahar kind of have an annoying time once he gets level 6, and it's gonna show that I'm not gonna have fun with him either. In any case, we're both near low mana, and it's kind of obvious Kassadin wants to lure me to that side, so I kind of just decide to stay back. It just feels like he's trying to bait. The enemy jungler probably was there, but realizing that I was probably not gonna get myself killed that easily, I don't do any. He just backs off. Now we're starting to exchange heavier hits. I want to use my E on him, and he's trying to use his Q. Also, I forgot to mention, I took teleport. It was a last second thing because I thought I might go top just in case Kassadin proves to be too brutal, but it's not gonna end up having that effect. I used to usually take Ghost instead of Ignite because I like the mobility. I feel Malzahar has to be mobile. In any case, I'm just staying as far away as I can because I don't have any mana. However though, I'm going to use this as a bait to Kassadin. He can't resist jumping on me. I know that. Exactly what I thought, and there goes my Udyr teammate. And get the kill. So there's our kill, and I gain back lane dominance. Now I just want to push out the tower and head home and buy some items. But just Warwick coming makes me, back off. Now I teleported bottom to see if I could gank, but apparently they have a ward in that bush, thereby predicting my gank. I bought Kage's Lucky Pick and Sorcerer's Boots along with potions, ward, and the little apple thing. At this moment it was the blue potion, but the time of recording, that I recorded the little replay was during the Halloween thing. So yeah, it's an apple. Wait, Udyr goes in, slaps him a bit, but overall it's kind of just back to just farming. Now, why is the reasoning for Lucky Pick? Well, eventually I think DFG is a very good item on Malzahar. Very good item on a lot of casters, just it's not used that often. If I want the Kage's Lucky Pick, I had to go forego some health and from Doran's rings or some like build options. Oh, well here they were gonna try to gank top, so I just go in there and sort of force Kassadin back. It's kind of what I did. Anyways, Lucky Pick. It's at this early, gold per 5 is not that bad. It's gonna build into a DFG, and there's nothing else I would have wanted to buy anyways. My first item is Death Cap. If I do really well though, it's Rod of Ages. I forgot which I buy here. Oh yeah, I think I end up going with Catalyst round into Rod of Ages. In case farming. I can't check what the CS is at the moment, but I'm pretty sure my top laner had the most CS, with me in second. Now, the enemy jungler is lurking around trying to gank me, so I just go and farm my raids. My jungler is off doing other things, and the raids will respawn before he gets back to them, so it's no loss for him. Now, Kassadin is starting to become brutal, and ulting him under my tower and forcing him to take several hits, force him to, back the hell off. However, though, I got too cocky and too greedy for more CS. I got too close, and he managed to kill me. So, my big mistake. A fight at bottom breaks out, and we exchange junglers. My jungler dies, their jungler dies. The Sona could have used her ultimate. Oh, well, not could have used her ultimate. Could have stayed with the Kog'Maw and supported him with my, heals and movement speed, and they could have fought even harder. I mean, they could have lasted longer in the fight and probably picked off maybe the Cho'Gath or Caitlyn or whoever else was there. I forgot. In case I'm just trying to get a catalyst, so I get the raids, go home, and now I'm gonna try to have some sustain versus the Kassadin. I mean, I could lane switch with the Cho'Gath, but that's gonna be brutal. And now this is one of the most hated things about Malzahar, though. How his ultimate, you can screw it up just by being too excited. I come in for the gank, and even though he has a ward, like he's slowed and slowed enough that I can grab him, and I screw up the ultimate, and he gets away. Like, man, it feels really bad when that happens. I really wish they would just make it like a toggle thing where you press R again and it stops, so you don't accidentally screw yourself. Anyways, back to pushing mid. They got bottom and they got my teammates, and I'm pretty sure they got dragon. So, like, I go off to defend mid, and Warwick was trying to steal it, but because he knew I was coming, he just backed off. And now I got myself a pretty little blue. And it's off to pushing once more. However, they attack me, they blow up on me, and I buy a blasting wand. I teleport to mid, hoping to have rescued the Yuji, but it was a little too late. I mean, I trade my teleport for the enemy flash. The enemy Caitlyn is scared of me, so she burns her little E thing to escape. But now Kassadin and the enemy team are starting to go bonkers on mine. Now Cho'Gath is trying to be really cocky and doing that whole, from behind the turret, pushing thing. I'm like, he's easily caught by me and Messiah. That was just dumb. He's getting too cocky. So now that gives me a Rod of Ages. I have health now, I have mana, I don't have to worry about anything. My Lucky Pick is still, eventually going to pay itself off, so free AP for me. Now, the enemy Alistair, I'm pretty sure he knows we saw him there, but I don't think he realizes we can do a lot of damage. He was being, really risky and for no actual gain. And then we put 2 wards there because, with 2 wards, they fuse together and become a vision ward, and you can see stealth, as far as I've been told, which is why some players like to throw 2 wards at the bush. Anyways, Kassadin strolls by, and I just ult him just to kill him. And somehow he breaks the rules of the game and manages to, blink out. Even then, though, he still gets caught and killed. So it's a really bad team fight here, you know, with me initiating with my face. Cho'Gath is still caught, flashes, you know, because Flash saves his universe. Either way, we pushed them away, and this means a free blue. But we can go from behind. Aurelia leads the way in, and they're just cut between us all. My, you know, space aids or whatever it's called is gonna spread around and kill the majority of them. Space aids. Cassidy ends up coming back and killing, you know, the dude here. In any case, that's a pretty good victory for us. And I'm starting on my death cap now with needlessly large rod. Okay. Cho'Gath once more being a little too cocky, and he's just gonna get torn to pieces. God, I love Malzahar's. Like, one of the first few casters that made me go, God, man, it's so awesome. Like, I love casters. Like, a lot of people underestimate just how, like, I will blow them up. I love, you know, clicking buttons and being that kind of player. Anyway, Warwick, and you know, just runs into the wrong bush. You're not Garen, Warwick. In any case, they have clairvoyance on us, and we back off. We're gonna push top, but you know, I'm afraid of Cassidy. Cassidy and Cho'Gath can CC me long enough for me just to get killed. So I'm just hanging back a little, you know, putting my space aids. I use my optic blast on Cassidy, hoping to kill him, but he escapes. Now Sona, for some reason, like, was way in front of us. You know, there's nothing we could have done, but there was no reason for her being there, so she gets caught and killed easily. So now we're forced on the defense. Now, easily, the enemy Alistair gets too close and gets killed. Now the rest of us begin to chase, and I get hit with Rupture, and Cassidy is about to show up, so I'm just telling my teammates we must back off. I'm like, just stay in the back, I don't want to get killed by Cassidy. And once Cassidy comes in sight, we, like, you know, the team is like, oh boy, yes, back off. We have a ward there telling us he's coming, so we're backing off. He's making his way rather quickly, and the Aurelia lags behind. So Cassidy is going to catch him, so I return instead of pouring home to silence him before he can pull off any combo. And he blinks. Well, no, he doesn't blink. He comes to use his E, and I ult him under the tower to get him killed, so he won't, you know, run amok. So I sacrifice my life to make sure, you know, he dies. My space aid manages to help take down Caitlyn, and you know, the trade-off of my life for basically half of their team, it was worth it. And you know, Messiah being Messiah and killing everybody and everything that moves. So I look at the blue and want to steal it, but Cho'Gath's still hanging around, so I just decide not to. At this point, I have a death cap, and I want to build Rylai's Scepter or Deathfire Grass. Looking at their team and looking at the fact that there's a lot of mobility type champions or champions that can knock me around, I think Rylai's would be the best thing, especially because, you know, it also comes with the benefit of having health. In any case, like, Malzahar's damage is a lot of its damage can be attributed to the percentage thing of W. So I don't have to worry about, you know, not just buying the most badass AP items out there. I can go some utility. And Deathfire's Grasp is awesome anyways. So now, as you can see, it's rearing on to the final team fight. Now, it's going to become a poke fest here. Our Sona initiates poorly, and I'm just hanging back. I want to capture the Cassidy with my R. If he jumps in, he's dead. Meanwhile, you know, my teammates are all kind of just trading blows with some tanks. You know, Cassidy gets close, I ult on him, and Messiah picks him off. Well, my space aids him, I guess, picks him off. Either way, it's a win for us. Malzahar.